Hi everyone, this is a quick review of the types of examples found in lesson 1-2. So the first type of example was where we had to find the length of a segment and we needed to basically just find the distance between these 2 points. Now this is different from the distance formula because these 2 points are on a straight line. There is no diagonal line involved, it's just a one-dimensional line, okay? So what we would do to find this length is I would do the absolute value of the first point minus the second point. Okay, and I would just calculate this. -3 minus 1.5 is -4.5. And then the absolute value of this is positive 4.5. And that's my answer. Remember, an absolute value just makes an answer positive. So all I'm doing is I'm removing any negative signs that are there. If this number was already positive, I would just keep the number as it is. I wouldn't have to do anything for the absolute value. Now, the second example is where we were using the segment addition postulate. And this is where we had part plus part equals whole. So what I'm going to do first for this example is I'm going to draw a diagram because they didn't give me one. It says G is between F and H. So I'm going to draw F and H and put G somewhere in the middle here. Now, between doesn't mean the exact middle. So I purposely put G off to the side so it doesn't look like it's in the exact middle so I don't get confused. Now it says FG is 14.5 and FH is 18. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up an equation that says this part plus this part that I don't know, they want me to find GH, so I'll put an X there, equals the total length of 18. So part plus part equals whole. Now all I need to do is solve for x, so I'm going to subtract 14.5 on both sides to get x equals 3.5. And that's my answer. 3.5 is the length of GH. Now the last type of example is where we had a midpoint. This one says B is the midpoint of AC. And anytime you see a special word like this, always ask yourself what that word means. So I'm thinking about a midpoint, and a midpoint is the exact middle of a segment. So I'm going to draw AC with B in the exact middle, and I'll put little tick marks on here to remind myself that it is the exact middle and these 2 parts are equal. Now I'll label it with the measures they gave me. AB is 3x plus 10, and BC is 5x minus 12. And then I can make my equation, because remember, this part equals that part. So 3x plus 10 equals 5x minus 12. Now all I have to do is solve this, and then I can take it and evaluate it. So I'm going to subtract 3x to get 10 equals 2x minus 12. I'll add 12 to both sides to get 22 equals 2x. And then I'll divide by 2 to get 11 equals x. Okay, so here I subtracted the 3x to get 2x. Here I added the 12 to get 22. And then I divided by 2 to get 11. Now the last thing I need to do is take this and put it in to find my answers. So for AB, I'll do 3 times 11 plus 10, which is 43. For BC, I can do 5 times 11 minus 12, which is 55 minus 12, which is, again, 43. And it's good that I put it in both because these are supposed to be equal measures. And if I don't get equal numbers, then that means I've done something wrong. I got equal numbers, so I'm good. And now for AC, I can simply just add these together. 43 plus 43 is 86. So these are my answers. And make sure you clearly label them so I can see that you knew AB was 43, BC was 43, and AC was 86. If they're not clearly labeled, I'll have trouble telling if you got the right answer. Okay, so that's it for this lesson. I hope it helps you with your studying.